I did press the
You
button.
pressed the button?
I did press the button.
You pressed the button, okay.
I have.
What are we doing, Lauren?
We're making fig jam.
Okay. How are we doing that?
We are currently simmering 900 grams of figs in 150 mils of water until they go nice and tender. Then we add 450 grams of sugar and the juice of 2 lemons, and then we simmer it down till it's a nice sort of pinky coloured goo. And then we place it in jars. It has to set. Jam has to do a thing called setting, but it pretty much looks like, yeah, like these once it's done, with really pretty seeds in them. Yeah. So this is one whole batch, but I think we over boiled them, so we've got this jar plus these 3 all together. So I think the next batch is going to have a bit more yield. So that's it. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, phooey. I'll grab your head so you can't bite me, but then I can't.
Handling it really well.
That's how you handle a bird. A small bird anyway that you can do this with. I wouldn't try and do this with, you know, a wedge-tailed eagle or something. They're really close, in fact. That's it.
Say bye-bye.
Okie dokie, today is the... What's today? Today is the... 12th? 6th. Today is the 6th of March. So, this week, asparagus are pretty much doing the same thing. I think I'll repot them into 4-inch pots today. Right, we've gone from these old style seedling trays, we've gone to these, I think they're a basic generic Bunnings brand, I think they're called Saxon, branded little mini greenhouses. So in here we have mild chilies, Swedes, the brassicas that failed as well, and I've got one more that I'm going to do another set of wildflowers in. Repotted up the dates. These are dates we grew from, like dates you get in the store, medjool dates you get in the store. Repotted up all the artichokes and all of the brassicas we had on the go. So we've got cauliflower, mini cauliflower, green globe artichokes, purple artichokes are there. These are all mini dwarf cabbages. If you see extra looking weird ones in there, that's just random wildflowers. Purple artichokes, the marigolds and the leeks. The leeks need to get about 10 inches long before they get planted out. Purple drumhead cabbages, and then Sicily purple cauliflower. Fig's doing fine. It's actually got a bit more water and a bit milder weather, so you know, it's getting a bit more growth. The other fig I'll talk about in a minute. I just pulled a zucchini out. I got a photo of that somewhere. These guys are actually starting to form. If we look in the center, starting to form the pumpkins. So they're the mini pumpkins. Zucchinis, couldn't ask for better. They're just pumping along. I've already pulled one out of this plant here. And I can see 1, 2, once they get to about 6 to 8 inches long, they double and double and double and double very quickly. Cucumbers are alright. I feel like I need to probably trellis them very soon. I haven't been able to trellis. The passion fruits, I'm getting a bit of this yellowing on the leaf, but I mean, they're still growing. So I figure I need to get them up and on the wall. I think that's the next big task after the project of this week. Oh, we've got a bee doing his job, pollinating, which is nice. I haven't seen many bees out. Spaghetti squash, going mental. These are the Portomarin pumpkins, also going mental. Pretty happy with them. As you can see, they're wrapping round and round and round. Watermelons got flowers, so that's a big step. More cucumbers at the back there. Oh, I can probably walk down. Spaghetti squash are starting to form, which is really nice. Cucurbits are just, I love growing them, they're so easy. You get such good success out of them. Got more, yeah, I really need to trellis these guys, they're just struggling. We have had a little bit of a problem with the black aphids down here. I gave them a spray yesterday. I'm not sure how well it's done. I'm using an eco oil thing, but they're absolutely smashing these guys. I might have to go for something a little bit stronger just to get them off there. And the population is getting out of control. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go for something a little bit stronger. The eco oil doesn't seem to be working well. I sprayed them yesterday and it hasn't dulled them at all. And watermelons doing really well as well. So this week's project, which I haven't managed to get done, it was a long weekend this weekend, was to pull this old compost heap out. Soil in it's pretty good, it's just full of old dead grass roots. I mean, I know people don't like it, but roundupping this was the only way that was possible to get out. Figs, we picked 3 kilos of figs yesterday. They're still $50 at the supermarket, so you do the math. And since yesterday, I'd probably say another 2 kilos has started ripening on the tree. We've made 7 jars of fig jam. I started to clear out the base of the lemon and the graft ears. Oh, hang on, let's have a look here. This is the important bit of the graft, just there. So there you go. So, doing alright. Pepino. Gotta remember to focus. Pepino's got 2 fruit in there. And a bunch of flowers there. Plum's not doing anything exciting because it's all done for the year. Well, done for the season. That's where I'm putting the compost. Tamarillo's just pumping along. Peach is looking a bit better, I guess. Not amazing, but better. Nothing much to say about it. I don't expect much out of it because it's going to go into dormancy soon. The orange is growing along. I mean, it's looking a little lean, but that's kind of to be expected. This orange is doing alright. This mandarin, a little bit of new growth occurring. Just at the tips, you know, a little bit just there. And Feijoa is doing quite well. It seems very happy here, where I've planted it. The lime's been transplanted, it looks like it's taken. The chili bush looks like it's doing alright. Spaghetti squash, loving life. I love growing them, they're so easy to grow. And we have our first flowers on the beans. So, it's the first one I've seen that wasn't there this morning. Corn, beans doing well. Corn is now, tips of these leaves here, this is probably one of the biggest plants. Tips of that, that's, you know, if I pull that, that's at hip height. So, it's doing pretty well. Spaghetti squash doing pretty well as well. And then, roots and herbs, the next bit. Oh, this tree's starting to lose its leaves now, so I've probably got to rake these up, get them composted. Starting to get quite a couple of miniature piles. So after this project, I'll show you what I've done with setting up that bed where the compost heap's going out. So I've got mulch, throwing some gypsum on top of that because I had so much gypsum. Whole yard's been gypsumed. I still have 1/4 of a ton left, probably more like half a ton left. So yeah, just random straw. Turmeric doing really well. Ginger is starting to actually get going on all fronts. Sorry, jerking the camera around. So there's one, it's doing pretty well. There's another, it's doing alright. That one's doing pretty well. And I did plant out the rhubarb we had. I know it wasn't doing so crash hot. However, just around that spike, so the leaves, the little round, almost heart-shaped leaves, they're the, you can see them here around this water point as well. So we'll see how they go. Gonna need to plant some more, whoop, zoom out. Gonna need to plant some more lettuce, because these guys are going to bolt to seed. I'm not going to save seed from this lot. Marigolds, loving it. I've got, I think, 4 or 5 new little ones growing in, seedlings coming up. I'll do another batch today. I just love them. They're so pretty. I think they're attracting the bees. So yeah, herb, that pineapple sage is just going mental though, so pretty well. But yeah, so this weekend was a bit of digging. Oh yeah, and the last thing is we've got the wood in and we've started painting the garden beds themselves. So they've only had their first coat so far, so they need another full coat. So they're 3 meters by 1.8, so that's what, 10 feet by 6? 10 by 6? Yeah, and there'll be 2 of them. So they're basically going where we were before with the compost heap, and they're essentially going to extend that section of the garden out where the wheelbarrow is there. Apart from that, I'll put some photos up of the fig jam and the process there, and I'll probably post a link to the recipe. It was a nice easy one. Only had 4 ingredients: sugar, figs, lemon, water. It was very easy to make. Alright, so I guess the next project after that is to probably get a compost heap on the go. I mean, I've got the little one Leon got me, but it's a bit small for the amount of material I'm generating. And then I've got a mesh. I really have to get the mesh on that. Probably have to do that by next weekend. So I want to have this in by the end of the week, so I might put some other bits and pieces up. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Alright, bye.